Hi friends, it's Liz here and welcome back to my channel. So today I have something really fun to share with you. Sorry, I have to adjust my light here. Hopefully that's better. Recently I showed you a video where I shared some mail that came in for Happy Mail Pals. If you don't know what that is, I will link that video below. I showed you the goodies that had come in and some of the items that came in from Carrie Wallace. Hi, Carrie, if you're watching, and thank you so much for joining the list. She sent me this amazing little package full of goodies. And I was so inspired by it that I had to make it and I had to share it with you guys because it's one of those things that, you know, when you get super inspired by something, you just have to do it as quickly as possible, right? So that's what happens with me. So she had made this cute little kind of like envelope looking package with like a really interesting way of holding supplies. What I've used here, I'm just going to quickly show you just so you get an idea of the goodies that I've included here. Of course, you can use anything you want. This is a one-page wonder, so all you need is one sheet of 12 by 12 paper to put this together. I figured out the measurements just from what she had sent, and that's kind of how I put it together. I will link the video below, as I mentioned, of the Snail Mail Pals video that I shared what Carrie had sent. So anyway, so I've made a couple. I'll show you how to make it in this video. But I wanted to show you, of course, the colors. I love how it came out. I used some goodies from my most recent haul from Rosie's studio. If you have not seen this haul video, I will link it below. I wanted to use these beautiful butterflies and I love how it came out. So of course I used some of the stickers and some of the pieces from here. I wanted to also try the beautiful stamp set. I wanted to see how that stamps out, so I absolutely love that. And I have a discount code actually for that collection for you if you're interested. It's called Bellevue. And I also use some goodies from Your Creative Studio, just some of the ephemera that you see here, and of course some of my own collection that I already had on hand. But let me show you how super fun these are. So on this one here on the front, as I mentioned, I used the butterfly from Rosie's studio. The stamp that says for your special day. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love their stamps. They're small, but just they stamp out beautifully, and I'm not good with stamps usually, but these ones are beautiful. This is for my own digital designs, one of my papers that I kind of collaged on top of this. So I added this attachment to it, and then you pull it out and you can load it up with goodies. So these goodies here, this beautiful journaling card is from Rosie's studio, and so is a little postcard. I just kind of added some ephemera here. The stickers here are all from Rosie's studio, and then the stamp. Look at this beautiful stamp. It says, "Do not lose this card." It's got a number on it, and it's got like a little bit of script. I love, love, love that stamp. I think I'm going to be using these for so many things, but that's this one right here. And oh, and by the way, I recently just checked their website and they've got some really good sales going on right now. So, and I mentioned before that I love their shipping. Their costs are very low. I just thought I would say that. So anyways, so that's this fun thing, my friends. And the beauty of it is you can just load up this pocket and then it tucks in and it looks like a little envelope, like a coin envelope, right? A big one. And so anyways, I did not decorate the back because I thought these ones would go nice on a journal page, you know, if you wanted to do that. But if not, that could be decorated if you're sending it out. And then I'll show you this one, just a little different, little bits of, you know, what you can get with different papers. This one here, I added some ephemera from this Your Creative Studio pack that I mentioned. This, I think, was from one of the recent hauls that I did. I've added a little brad there. That sticker right here that says, "When you love what you have everything you need." That is from the Rosie studio. This one you open up this way. And then again, I've got just some ephemera here. I love this card. I love Rosie Studio because of their gold. They have gold on just about all their little bits, and I think that just, you know, brings it up a notch. And then I just did a little bit of a tiny collage here. These pieces are from the sticker set from Rosie Studio. And this really fun paper was from the Your Creative Studio pack. Just love how thick this paper is. So anyways, I could keep loading this as much as I want, as long as it fits in this little envelope. And look how cute it looks, right? So imagine sending this to family or friends. Like if you've got a birthday, you could tuck in like a card and either money or a gift card, and imagine like the person pulling that out and having this, that, you know, it's, to me, it's reusable. Like you could empty it out and then just kind of pass it on. So I think this would be so nice with families. Like you make one for a family member, and then they use it up and pass it on to the next person, and then your artwork is continuing to be within your family. I think that's just so fabulous. I think it would be fun for grandkids to open this up, you know, to have a little interactive something or other. And of course you can, you know, close it however you want to. So I think that's another fun part of it. But I was so inspired, as I mentioned, by Carrie's package, that I had to make one of them. And basically I came up with all the measurements. I figured it out somehow, and love, love, love how these came out. So I hope you're inspired. I hope you make some. If you do, don't forget to tag me so I can check out what you're making. That always inspires, you know, everybody when they can see, you know, what someone's inspiration has done to someone else, like for what happened with me. I will leave the discount codes for Rosie Studio, as well as for Your Creative Studio if you're interested in anything there. And, you know, check out my links. It always helps if you click on them. It's no extra cost to you, and sometimes I get a little commission out of that. So I truly appreciate it, and I can keep sharing these free videos with all of you. Okay, so pull out your 12 by 12 papers and let me show you how to put this together. So this was the original inspiration for this project, as I mentioned, from Carrie. And if you want to see everything that she's included in here, I will link that video below, as I mentioned. So I'm using just 12 by 12 sheet of paper that has no design on it to make it easier, I think, for you to see where I'm scoring. You'll cut it in 2 pieces, and I'll put the measurements on the screen because I always get mixed up when I'm trying to guide you through something and then trying to remember the score marks. So the smallest piece, you'll be making 2 score lines on it. Keep in mind that if your paper has a certain direction of design, then, you know, when you fold it up to make the pocket and fold the top down to make the little flap, then those designs might be upside down. So it's sometimes easier to use paper that is non-directional, that you can use it in any direction, or plain paper, of course, that you can decorate. So I just thought I would mention that in case, you know, you're kind of trying to grab something that has a particular design. So for the larger piece, we're going to make 3 score lines as well, and then we'll cut off the last little bit after our last score. The other thing I wanted to mention is I usually suggest trying out a project on a piece of scrapbook paper that you're not too excited about. This way, if the measurements somehow are not working for you, or just, you know, you can't figure something out, then you're not wasting your nice piece of paper. And that's just a suggestion. So we cut off one piece, as I mentioned, one end of it, then we're left with the folds here. And we will be making one last score line at either end. It really depends where your bottom is of your pocket for your envelope sleeve there. So I'm just making that score line at the bottom. And then the next steps is now just making our folds and gluing everything together. I really, as I said, I love this project. I love when I get inspired by something. And of course, I really enjoy using my 12 by 12 sheets of paper and making something really nice out of them that I can share in, you know, in the mail with friends or share with family members. And I think this is one of those pieces, as I mentioned, that I really like because I can use it often. It can be reused, of course, because you can just keep stuffing it with things, and you know, whoever you gift it to can decide to reuse that as well, which I think is really a great idea. So I'm going to decide, you know, whichever one your top and bottom is. It doesn't really matter, but I will be kind of making the corners rounded because I think it just looks nicer, of course, and it makes it look more like an envelope, right? If you round your corners. As I mentioned, any supplies that I have shown you, I will try and link those in the description box below if I have a link for them. And if I have a discount code, I'll do the same. This is my favorite glue that I use for all of my projects when it comes to paper. It does not warp your pages and it is just a great glue. I always recommend it. So I will have that link as well in case you're interested in checking it out. So here I just added glue to the two sides of my pocket at the bottom because this is now going to be my bottom pocket. And I'm just attaching these clips to hold my pocket together while I work on the other page. I find that sometimes when I leave them alone, they don't stick properly. So I just like to kind of reinforce it if I'm not going to be holding it down as I'm working on it. All right, so we'll take our next piece, and again, we're folding our scores where they need to be. And then here we're just going to cut off a couple of pieces that we don't need to make the little bottom pocket. I think I've shown you how to make these types of pockets many times before, but I'll just finish it in this video so you can see again how we put the whole thing together. So here I'm just making a little cut on one end, and then this little bottom here, we'll just completely cut it off. You can of course use this for, you know, any kind of like little scrappy project. You can add it to like a cluster of some sort, or you can discard it, but I like to keep them because even stamping on those pieces sometimes is really nice as an additional sort of like label. So here I'm making my folds. I'll be adding glue to the edges, and then our pocket down here will be done. And that's as easy as it is, my friends. We'll just glue this down. I like to glue the one flap on the inside, and then the outside seems to be better, the bottom part seems to be better glued on the outside. It just doesn't get things stuck on the inside, if you know what I mean. You don't have like any extra piece of paper to get stuck when you're inserting your little pocket there as well. So we've got our bottom down. I'll hold this a little bit because otherwise it'll come off. And then that's it. And then we decorate our little, you know, pocket that's going inside. You can decorate the front and back of this pocket. And then that's it. Like I said, super easy, fun to do. Use up your 12 by 12 papers and make something really fun to share in the mail with family or friends. I like that it's a fast and easy project, and you know, you don't need that many tools to put it together, and you can use any of your ephemera that you have to decorate it. So I think that always makes things really super fun and easy. So as I said, what I really love about this whole project is you don't have many pieces left over. This could certainly be used maybe as a closure or a tuck or something. I ended up using a piece of the blue one to attach my bread on this one. You could do any closure you want, but I thought these were just, you know, so fun to put together. I love that it's one page that you can make this whole thing happen. And I will definitely be adding this to my One Page Wonders playlist. If you haven't seen that, I will link it below. I make projects like this using one sheet of paper, either 12 by 12 or 8.5 by 11. I love making these projects. I love being inspired to make these projects. So thank you all so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for stopping by.